E for not dropping out of a house party despite it making my ex's new fiancé uncomfortable? My ex, 27M, and I, 26F, split 2 years ago. We met through my best friend who worked in the same theater as him then, and the reason we broke up was because he didn't think we were working anymore. It was pretty amicable, I didn't put up a fight or anything, but I strongly believed there was no reason for us to be friends anymore. That always causes problems. But I'm still friendly with his friends and I make small chats if I run into his parents. We live in a pretty close-knit environment. Don't ask me how we live in a city, but most of my friends and he come from either the same uni or have a common hobby, or we roam around the same circles and we definitely see each other once or twice every couple of months. My ex has a fiancé now and I am happy for them. I have never met her until now. I thought this didn't matter or anything. We are all adults, or so I think. One of his closest friends, Peter, just bought a house. I'm friends with his girlfriend. And we are both invited to the housewarming. I didn't think any of it, however. My ex texted me yesterday after like a year, albeit very politely, that maybe I could skip the housewarming as he was bringing his fiancée, and she will feel uncomfortable. I was pretty weirded out by his wording, so I called him. He said his fiancée feels uncomfortable that I would be anywhere close to him, and the fact that they both feel like I sometimes intrude into their social gatherings, just to prove I'm better than her to his friends. I got pretty mad hearing him say these things and I asked him in what way. We are not friends and I stopped hanging out with his friends the moment we broke up to not make things difficult for him. There were a lot of people in his circle I became close to, but I stepped away just so that things weren't awkward for any future partner. And how was it my fault? My ex explained 2 of his friends didn't like or respect his GF and thought her an airhead, and so did his parents. Our circles are, I admit, full of literature and theater people, and I admit some of them can be pretentious. Again, I told him that was him being a spineless BF and not my problem. I told my ex strongly that both Peter and his GF are my friends and I would be going to their housewarming, and his relationship issues are not my problem. I have blocked him now, and his fiancée sent a long text on how she was sorry. But now I was apparently being vindictive, and how did it matter if I didn't go to a housewarming? She asked me to not make any drama and please respect her. I didn't reply and blocked her. My friends are pissed at my ex and I haven't told my friend or Peter any of it yet. I think maybe I could have handled it any other way. Relevant comments. OP gives context on her relationship to Peter and his girlfriend. Peter's GF and I have been friends for a long time. We were even roommates for 8 months. Technically, I'm a closer friend to Peter than my ex is, even though they are college friends because of his fiancée's antics, and Pete and another one of his closest friends are drifting away from my ex, because he insists on bringing her everywhere and they don't like her. Out of all my ex's friends, it's only Pete I'm close to, mainly because of his GF. Plus, his GF and Pete met through me, so I am a very close part of their friend group. Which is why I was pissed at my ex, because I can understand if he was telling me to skip his best friend's party. Telling me to skip one of my closest friends' housewarming for his fiancée who people don't like there, sounded so stupid. Comment. But you should tell Peter and his girlfriend. Your ex and his fiancée are dicks. It is not your job to manage their emotions or insecurities. If she's uncomfortable, then she should stay home. Comment. I agree. Peter should be told before the ex has a chance to spin this and make OP the bad guy. OP. Peter is one of those people who doesn't like her. Our circle is mainly filled with people who mix within a certain type of bookish thinking. Plus, Peter and another of my ex's friends think she is anti-intellectual. Most of my ex's friends are like that, theater people or really pretentious assholes. Peter doesn't like her more because he thinks my ex was stupid to break up with me and couldn't handle it if I was doing better than him. Their friendship is already on thin ice and I don't want to be the reason it breaks. Comment. I was apparently being vindictive. And how did it matter if I didn't go to a housewarming? Call me a cynic, but the fiancé is being vindictive, and how does it matter if she or your dickhead ex don't go to a housewarming? Comment. Unblock her and text her back. Your insecurities are not my problem to fix. If the housewarming isn't that important, then you and ex are welcome to sit this one out. I will be celebrating my friend's next step into the future with them. Then block her. Comment. You've handled everything fine. This is their issue, not yours. Anytime you are at the same location as them, obviously avoid them at all costs. And I would really minimize speaking about them at all. The more you can firmly say, I don't talk or think about you, the better. Oh, and the irony. Everything she said to you goes right back at her. You've done nothing in this scenario. It's your ex's request that's creating the drama. Update. I did go to the party. Honestly, after reading that yes, my ex had in fact lost his mind, I decided not to bother Peter or his GF, my friend, and just go and mind my business. It's not like my ex and his fiancée would come and scream the house down on seeing me. Again, I guess I didn't mention in my last post, and the reason I was more mad at my ex was because I have a very serious boyfriend. The idea that my ex's fiancé would think I'd go anywhere to spite my ex despite having a boyfriend was really insulting. We went to the housewarming and I ignored them. I don't care, we are all adults and I am not going to fuel drama. And my ex and his fiancée, her especially, made a fool of themselves, and at some point even I felt bad because I saw how desperate she was for my ex's friends to respect her or take any one of her sentences seriously. Whoever she tried to talk to ignored her or straight up walked away. Again, Peter and my ex's friends are a different group and I'm not friends with them. But the way my ex let his friends treat his fiancée made my blood boil. That I mostly hang out with my friends, Peter's GF's friend group, and I didn't speak or look at my ex once. One time he said hi and my boyfriend said hello back and we didn't see him near us for the rest of the night. His fiancée just asked me if my dress wasn't a bit too modest. And Peter told her everyone there followed the dress code. Casual, elegant, don't ask me, I didn't make the rules, but she didn't. My boyfriend already loathes my ex, so we did not mingle near them again. Overall, I had a good time. We even got to leave early and have some more time to ourselves, watched a movie and had a good time at home. However, what pissed me off was how much of a shitty fiancé he was, and how much his fiancée was trying to fit in and failing, and he wouldn't even help her. My boyfriend isn't just a bookish person, and he doesn't fit in with some pretentious people either, and he is very blunt, so some people don't like him. Plus, he loves video games and comics and has hobbies, trekking, diving, which scare me. But we compromise and learn to adjust to each other's interests. Plus, if someone treats my BF even a little like how they treat my ex's fiancé, I'd cut them off, no questions asked, and I am already LC with a few friends who judged and made comments about him in the past. I really hope she leaves him if she has any dignity or he gets his shit together. All in all, not my problem. Relevant comments. Something about the first story and the modest dress comment has me thinking the new fiancé was an affair partner and she's always been insecure about OP. She's been competing with you longer than you realize probably. Comment. I agree with you. It seems like that girl was the AP of OP's ex-fiancé. That would definitely explain the competition, insecurity, why his friends treat her so badly, and why his parents don't like her. It would also explain why he doesn't respect or try to protect her. Why would he take someone with no morals seriously? I bet OP's ex-fiance's friends and parents like OP more. And the girls in the group are probably making that girl's life hard out of fear that she'll go after their boyfriends, just like she did with OP's ex. OP, keep your distance from them. They don't deserve even a minute of your time. Comment. You handled this perfectly. Part of me felt like she didn't want you there because she didn't want the reality check, because she has now had the opportunity to see how you interact with people, how your boyfriend interacts with you and how people interact with her boyfriend. And the paradox between your situation and her situation. It's a shame you blocked them, because I imagine if they were messages in backlash to your success versus hers, they would have been glorious to read. But importantly, you don't care, in fact you have empathy for her. That's great. Shows how beautifully you've grown over 2 years. Comment. Wow, you are a genuinely nice person. After she took a petty dig at you, you are more mad at how your ex's friends treat her than your ex was. I think that says a lot about your character and what a strong and confident person you are.